Bill Simmons tweeted, on text with House, just said yes to the following Wizards trade. Pick 2 for 12, Josh Giddey, and a decent future first. Do we even want to talk about that one?
I mean, there's a lot to be said here.
Yeah.
I think Josh Giddey in DC, there's a lot there to unpack.
Yeah.
I mean,
good local pizza spots he could hit up.
Yeah. but I do think, like, trading back from 2 to 12, I actually don't think that's like a horrible trade, because like Giddey's a bad player, but like he's a serviceable player for a bad team. It's basically just adding a second Jordan Poole, but one that'll probably be pretty good, like, in that role.
You sure about that?
Yeah, I'm not. But in theory,
the least ridiculous one of the three choices.
Oh wow! Because it's funny you say that. I understand that Jordan Poole was already signed to a massive contract, but Jordan Poole was a key member of an NBA Finals team. Josh Giddey basically just sunk his own team's chances.
Josh Giddey starter on a 1 seed.
Oh, people forget. Just like Ben Simmons in 2021, starter on a 1 seed. Australian tall point guard, and they have many things in common. Okay, so I just got a kick out of that, because I guess you're presuming that the Giddey thing is just you're taking him for free, like it's a flyer. And you don't really see a difference between the second pick and the 12th pick in this draft. And then
the future first.
Yeah, like, the future first is really the key here. And we joked, like, maybe the market inefficiency is just getting as many picks in this draft as possible. And getting the second pick in the draft, if you're OKC, if you really like someone, you're already moved on from Giddey, basically. I mean, they've been trying to trade him for a year for, let's say, reasons. And they have so many picks to trade. It wouldn't be the worst swing in the world if you're OKC. It's just Presti's way too much of an asset pervert to ever do anything like this. Yeah. Let's be honest.
Yeah. And I assume everyone is fully prepared of themselves for Nikola Topic to be in Oklahoma City. There's zero chance Presti would pass him at 12. That's 1,000%. That's where I expect him to go at this point.
Yeah. If he falls in the draft, I would imagine that OKC probably takes him at 12 if the Spurs don't take him at 8. That would be what I would imagine right now. Of course, Presti would just take the guy who falls. And basically the idea behind Topic is like, what if Giddey was actually good? So there's that too. So, all right, the other trades that he came up with here, the second pick, Jordan Poole, and an unprotected first and a pick swap for LaMelo Ball or Trae Young.
God, this really is Simmons' greatest hits in one tweet, with like pretending Giddey is good, pretending LaMelo and Trae suck. He really got so many of his agendas off into like 20 words here.
Yeah, I mean, what bad guys LaMelo and Trae are. Anyway, are you interested in Josh Giddey?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
How many picks would it take to get off Poole at this point?
I was gonna say for the third one, Jordan Poole for Bradley, who says no. And Bradley Beal home.
Bradley Beal might say no to that.
Oh yeah, forget he's a fucking no trade clause.
The only player in NBA history, basically.
Him, Kevin Garnett, and
I think
Melo had one, right?
Yeah. I know he's the only player who currently has one. Like, I know Jokic, none of them have them.
Yeah, which is great. Which,
Giannis has one right now, by the way. But
I mean, sure. I mean,
yeah.
I think all of the best players in theory have one. He's the only one that has it written into his contract, though, right?
I'm pretty sure Giannis has this written into his contract.
Okay, fair. I mean, similar level player, so I get it.
Yeah.
So just to answer your question, I honestly think if you were to trade the Jordan Poole, like, the only team that would be willing to take on that contract would probably be the Hornets, because the Hornets are the only team that is like, we have salary cap space and we're rebuilding. And hey, history shows if you have a future Wizards pick, that's probably a pretty good option.
I feel like anyone who's just now getting a job, like I think Detroit would do it now that
yeah, that's possible.
Trajan Langdon is like there, like, because he's got a little time now. Like if you just took over the job, I think you're like okay with like if you could get like 2 Wizards firsts for taking on Jordan Poole,
Yep.
that'd be awesome. But
And also,
right.
Jordan Poole would instantly be the best guard on the team.
yeah,
Yeah,
right.
bring him home to Michigan. That's that's where get K the ball.
I just realized this would give the Hawks pick 1 and 2 in like the worst draft of the last 20 years, which is very funny.
Has a team ever had the top 2 picks in a draft? I don't think so.
I'm sure when there was 8 teams that shit happened, but in the modern era, I don't think so.
I was going to say the one I can remember that was very high. The Blazers had 2 very high picks in the draft where they walked away with LaMarcus Aldridge and Brandon Roy. Which
the Cavs had 1 and 4 in 11.
1 and 4, yeah. Tristan Thompson and Kyrie Irving, right in 2011.
They're 2 of the answers to like the 6 top 5 picks who won a title with their first team. It's only like 6 top 5 picks in the last 35 years, and one of them's fucking. It's like half busts and half superstars and no middle ground. It's great.
And then Tristan Thompson.
Yeah,
somewhere in the middle of that.
Yeah.
It's like Darko. It's great.
Yeah, that's amazing. And then the last one here is Poole for any other player in the league. Any player in the league? I guess there really isn't anyone that you wouldn't take.
Yeah. Yes. It's anyone in the league. He literally is the worst contract player combo.
I would rather have Poole than Beal.
I maybe the no trade clause. Bradley Beal's a better player than Jordan Poole, though.
It's like he makes like twice the money. And like, I don't think Poole just like he was fine his last year with the Warriors. Like he was like his true shooting was like league average, and like he scored like 20 points a game. And the year before that he was good. And he's what 24, 25.
Yeah, he's 24. So yeah,
I think he just checked out to an aggressive extent last year. I think I'd rather have Poole than Beal straight up. The contract and the back.
It's possible if you consider the contract, because the contract is like Bradley Beal takes up half of your salary cap basically. He just makes it impossible to build a normal team unless you want to spend $500 million on your tax bill and go in the play-in like Matt Ishbia plans to do next year.
Who's like the biggest dweeb in the league? Because we need to get Jordan Poole to punch someone else in practice. I think we wanted him to come back.
Maybe like
Grant Williams.
Oh, Grant Williams.
Jared Allen is a great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jared Allen.
Ow, my tummy hurts.
Yeah. I was gonna say, wait, no, Poole was the one who got punched, so you would need someone that has some balls.
That's what he's saying.
No,
he's
I'm saying
like
we need Poole to punch someone.
Okay.
Pass the ghost of getting punched onto someone else.
There you go. I think Grant Williams is a great answer.
Yeah, Grant Williams is
Charlotte it is.
There you go.
Finals week.
There you go.
It's the Grant Williams finals, baby.